Hi ladies, this is Ashley Kay, and in this video I'm going to share 5 signs that a man is stringing you along. So there are a lot of guys who will string you along if you let them. So you've got to be careful. You need to protect your heart and not be too gullible. You need to be smart, okay? And certainly as women, we are very sympathetic, we're very understanding. So sometimes when we are really into a guy and we have feelings for him, we will allow certain behaviors to slide, which we probably shouldn't. But this is where you need to be smart. You still need to watch out for the signs, and as painful as it probably will be to stop that behavior, stop guys from stringing you along or taking advantage of you or using you for their own enjoyment and having a very one-sided relationship. You need to take responsibility for your own well-being, to take care of your own heart. So this is where I'm coming from with this video. Sign number 1. He overwhelms you with compliments in the beginning. This is a guy who is probably pretty good with women. He knows how to sweet talk women. He knows how to get their attention, how to get their emotions attached to him, how to get women emotionally dependent on him. Whether the man is aware of this, some guys, I feel like that is their default. It's like when they see a girl they like, they're all about chasing her, their actions, and then later on it seems like their brain eventually catches up and makes them realize that, oh, hang on, how do I really feel about her? Okay, maybe I don't really want a relationship with her, which can be a bit confusing for some women, because we naturally think if a guy is chasing us, he's chasing us for a relationship. But that's not necessarily the case, okay? We have to differentiate. Just because a guy is chasing us, pursuing us, doesn't necessarily mean he wants a relationship with us. Sometimes a man will be in that chase mode until they stop and they slow down, and then they realize, oh, hang on, I actually don't want a relationship with her. I don't see a relationship with her. And that's when their investment levels start to drop, which leads me to sign number 2. Low effort overall. So, okay, initially they're going to give you a lot of effort, a lot of energy. They're going to try to woo you, court you, impress you. They'll do that in the beginning, and then there'll be a big drop off in effort. This is where if you find yourself thinking, why did he put all this effort into me in the beginning, but now he's not doing anything to keep me? Okay, why has he suddenly gotten lazy? This is probably why, because he has, thought about it, and for whatever reason, he's decided he's not interested in having a relationship with you. Okay, not one on your terms anyway, only a relationship on his terms. So when he's calling the shots, it will only be when he wants it, when it suits him. And for a lot of guys, that's just when he wants sex, or when he's bored, or when he's lonely, okay? So this is a big instant tell that you're being strung along, because he will put in the minimum amount of effort. He's not going to take you out on dates. He's not going to spend that much money on you, if any money on you. He's not going to be changing his schedule around for you. He's not going to be inviting you to meet his friends and family. He's just going to try to keep your worlds apart as much as possible, because he doesn't want that marriage of a relationship, right? Sign number 3, he dangles the commitment carrot in front of you. If a man only ever talks about the future with you in a flirting way, in a way that is like he's just giving you the hope or the fantasy that you're going to be together in the future. So he may say things like, you know, when we're together in the future, or when our kids meet, when we go away for vacation, when we move in together, you know, like always talking about the two of you somehow together, but always in the future. And the future is always very fuzzy. You know, there's nothing concrete about it. It's all words with no actions. That's another big tell that he's just stringing you along, because it's very easy and very low effort to make promises with words. If he can just say a few things and keep you interested, keep you responding, even if you're a little bit upset to start with, but then you always forgive him. Okay, then you always forgive and you still respond, you're still coming over, then he's going to keep doing it because it's working on you. Sign number 4, he cancels plans religiously. So if he's always making plans, but then he's always canceling them last minute. You know, there's always a million and one excuse why he couldn't see you. You know, his dog got sick. His house got robbed into. You know, he needed to see his kids. He needed to go to a wedding or something. You know, like it's always something happening where he had to break that plan, or he slept in, or he got sick. You know, like that's probably a bad sign. I would give yourself a rule. If a guy stands you up twice, I would never speak to that guy again. That is pretty, and I think that should be a very strict rule for any woman. First time is a red flag, but second time, that'd be it. I would never speak to that man again, because that means he's wasting my time, wasting your time, and I don't want anyone wasting my time. And last sign number 5, he chases you only when he feels he's losing you. If he feels like you are actually losing interest, if you've actually stopped caring, that's the only time he seems to put effort in, texting you, calling you, trying to get your attention back. If a man texts you and you don't respond to him and you never hear from him again, I think that's a blessing in disguise. That is a blessing, okay? Because if he is being wishy-washy to begin with, he's giving you low effort, low investment, he is just all talk, no action, then, you know, thank God that guy's left you alone now, okay? The worst type of guy is if he was, you know, doing all that, the same stuff as before, but as soon as you start pulling away, he starts calling, texting, wanting a lot of attention, making promises to the moon. I think that guy is worse, okay? Because he's trying to pull you back into his world. He's going to do anything possible to get you back. That is a guy I think is very, very manipulative. Because just looking at all of his other actions, it's clear he is not interested in a real relationship. He's only interested in himself. So the fact that he's now pouring on the affection and attention just to get his way, it's a huge red flag, and you should really run as fast as possible in the other direction if you want your sanity intact. And that's it for this week. If you have any relationship dating questions, just leave it in the comment below. I'd love to hear it and see how I can help you out. And I'll be back with more dating and relationship videos next week. See ya.